Winter weather this weekend that's making it a rough start for millions of Americans who are traveling for the holiday. Samara Theodore is standing by with the holiday travel forecast. But first, we begin here with ABC's Morgan Norwood with the latest from Newark Liberty Airport in New Jersey. Good morning, Morgan. I see those people behind you.
Hi, Gio. Good morning. That's right. The busiest holiday stretch of the year is definitely underway, and we are looking at treacherous travel conditions for drivers. They're bracing for difficult road conditions, and even for those who are flying. Already several flight disruptions right here in the Northeast.
This morning, millions across the Northeast and Midwest dealing with dangerous conditions after a fast-moving system dumped several inches of snow on the busy holiday travel weekend. The I-95 corridor in the bullseye, the bitter blast dropping several inches on Boston. Parts of I-90 eastbound shut down for hours after the cab of this semi-truck snapped. Traffic slowed to a crawl.
The side roads are a little bit dangerous.
More than 6 inches falling in Michigan. Conditions treacherous. Slick roads sending this tractor trailer into a ditch on I-96 outside Grand Rapids. In Minnesota, the system triggering more than 400 crashes. Dozens hurt and one person killed. In New York, this small plane landing right on a thruway with no major injuries, but snarling traffic for miles. And in New Hampshire, one hiker airlifted from Little Haystack Mountain, rushed to the hospital with hypothermia. The winter storms threatening to upend holiday travel for the millions expected to hustle through airports across the country today. AAA predicting the busiest travel season on record. United Airlines adding 500 flights per day just to meet the demand, as it expects the most passengers in the airline's history. Many travelers who didn't check their flight status completely caught off guard when arriving at the airport.
Originally, we're booked on American Airlines, but when we woke up this morning, it's like your flight's been canceled, and they want to send us to Florida and then stay overnight and then take another connecting flight before we get to Pittsburgh.
And travelers are certainly looking at a 1-2 punch. There is a blast of bitter cold air, certainly making for even more slick roads. So if you are headed to the airports, definitely give yourself some extra time, Gio.
All right, Morgan. So as you've said, a lot of people are heading out to friends and family this weekend. What's the best guidance for drivers if you're on the road?
Yeah, most Americans will be making the drive to their holiday destinations, 90% of them. If you are headed out this weekend, definitely get going now. You want to leave early morning or late evening. You're most likely to run into the most traffic between 4 and 8, Gio.
All right, that's when it's very busy. Morgan Norwood, thank you. Now let's see how the Christmas week forecast is shaping up. Samara Theodore is here with that. Good morning, Samara.
Good morning, Gio. All right, we're actually starting in New York City. We know they do it best when it comes to Christmas. This is a shot of Times Square. You can actually see snowflakes there on the camera as it continues to fall. So that's because of this current storm that's happening right now. Really cold in the east. Meanwhile, we're looking at temperatures above average out west, and we're tracking our next storm entering on Sunday. That comes into the Pacific Northwest. Then by December 23rd, Monday, arriving in places like Detroit, Green Bay. So if you're hitting the road in the state of Michigan, Wisconsin, be prepared to encounter some snow. Look what happens after that. This storm system arrives on Christmas Eve for cities like Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Syracuse, and Burlington. There we could see some snow. Remember, it takes at least 1 inch of snow on the ground by 6 a.m. on Christmas Day to be considered a white Christmas. Will?
I don't know. I think I consider just one flake on the ground, Samara, to be a white Christmas. Thank you for that.